let's talk manifesting. So to me, manifesting is a two-part process. On the one hand, manifesting to me is connecting to my heartfelt desires, to clarify what is it that I truly want and yearn for in my life. And on the other hand, it's opening up and receiving divine guidance. So these two things are happening at the same time. And at the same time, the word desire from Latin means of the Father, meaning of the Heavenly Father. So, in other words, your desires are divine. And if you were to look at your desires, at the whole manifesting process, it is all divine. All of it comes from the force bigger than us. And you can call it the universe, you can call it God, you can call it superconscious mind, you can call it the quantum field. When we manifest, our job is to quiet down our mind and still your thoughts and connect to that energy, to that force that is bigger than us. And to me, it's a connection through my meditation practice. It's connecting to that vibrational level where I literally become a magnet for everything that I desire. And in those moments when I quiet down my mind and meditate, I literally hear divine guidance, and it comes to me in the form of inner guidance, inner wisdom, intuition, gut feeling. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. And let me explain two concepts to you. And I learned these concepts from my teacher, Suzanne Conrad, from Light Year Leadership. So the first one is called the happy face versus unhappy face God. So right now, just imagine an old-timey clock, right? Not the digital clock, but the one with, with an arm, two arms, and the whole thing from 12 to 6 to back to 12. And at 12 o'clock on that clock is this happy face. And let's just call it a happy face God, right? It's smiling. And at 6 o'clock, there is a smaller happy face, which is you. And you are made in the exact image of God. So God, or the divinity, will talk to you and will send a message from 12 o'clock to 6. And that message will come in the form of a gut feeling, an intuition whispering to you, something like really small and quiet. And your job is to deliver on that message. So from 6 to 12, your job is to be obedient and do whatever it is that you heard. And this, my friends, is the flow of life. So God, the divinity, will send you a message from 12 o'clock to 6. Your job is to obey and deliver on that message from 6 o'clock to 12. And when you step into that flow of life, you step into the flow of synchronicity, good breaks, abundance, ease, creativity, joy, happiness, and things like that. Now, a lot of times what happens is you get a message from 12 o'clock to 6, and then a lot of times you override your intuition, right? A thought comes to your mind and you're like, well, but maybe I'm just making it up. Oh, but that's illogical. Oh, that doesn't make sense. And you literally stop delivering on this message. So this line, this arm kind of breaks. And guess what? When this arm becomes fuzzy, this arm also disappears. So if you continue ignoring your intuition and overriding your intuition, at some point the divinity stops talking to you. And whenever you flow out of that, whenever you fall out of that divine flow of life, guess what? The opposite is also true. There is a relationship with the unhappy face God, and it works in a similar manner. The unhappy face will send you a message from 12 to 6. And sometimes you obey and listen to that message, right? It's a different kind of flow. And in that flow, you obey the message of you're not enough, or you're not smart enough, you're not young enough, you don't have the resources, it's too late, somebody else does it better than you, etc., etc. Do you know what I mean? So both relationships exist at the same time. And what I'm inviting you to do is to obey the happy face God. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your inner guidance, because all of your desires are divine. They come from the Father, from the Heavenly Father. And when you surrender to and obey and step into the flow of life, that's when co-creation with the universe happens. That's when you step into the flow of abundance and wealth and joy and love and creativity. Everything becomes easy. Synchronicities follow you everywhere you go. Miracles happen every day. And alternatively, when you're full out of the flow of life, you are dancing with the unhappy face God. And the unhappy face God rules the territory of, anxiety, fear, depression, sadness, doubt, worry, uncertainty, things like that. So the opposite. And I'll talk about these concepts a lot in this course. When I invite you to step into co-creation with the universe, when I invite you to manifest magic, so to speak, to shape your own reality, to shape your destiny, I'm inviting you to step into that divine flow of life, dancing with the happy face God, listening to your intuition, listening to your inner guidance. And once you do that, I truly believe that everything starts flowing. Everything becomes easy. And, this course will be full of different meditation practices, because I do believe wholeheartedly that meditation is a key to manifesting magic. That's when you get to quiet down your mind, and that's when you truly get to connect to and listen to that guidance that comes from something bigger than you. And I'm also inviting you to obey that message so that you can stay in the flow of life. What I also want to tell you guys is that a lot of times the divinity will send you a message in the form of a visual, like a picture, right? And I'll take you through different meditation practices, guiding you through a meditation where you will see like different snapshots from your chosen future. Just trust that message. Trust that the divinity will talk to you in pictures a lot of times, and it's really, really fascinating. And lastly, I want to give you an example from my like everyday life. Something happened and it was really, really fascinating. So in the upcoming days, I'll take you through a vision meditation, a meditation that I do every year. Actually, I do this meditation twice a year. And every year for the last 6 years, we've held ski and yoga retreat in our retreat center in Taos, New Mexico. And as part of that retreat, we always have vision and goals coaching. So a group of people gets together, usually on New Year's Eve, and I take everybody through this vision meditation. And as I take these people through the vision meditation, the same meditation that I'll share with you in this course, I also go through this meditation. So on the eve of 2017, we lead our group through ski and yoga retreat. We do the vision meditation, and my husband Roger and I get in the car and we drive back to Houston. And on the way back, I'm like, you know what, honey, something really interesting happened. In my vision meditation, I no longer saw my business. And up to that point, every single time I did the vision meditation, Yoga One, my business was everywhere. I would receive a message about how to grow my business, what kind of offerings to add on, how to expand and grow, what to do for my team, for my community. It was usually all of my inspiration for inspired action came from my vision meditation. And all of a sudden that year, there was nothing else. Like there was nothing related to Yoga One. And my husband goes like, you know what? Something truly is weird going on, because Yoga One was not a part of my vision meditation either. It was not a part of my vision. And we're like, what could it be? Like, what does it mean? That's weird. And my husband goes, well, we must have sold Yoga One. And we have never, ever even considered selling our business. And we've been in business for 10 years at that point. So we're kind of like, interesting, weird. So we drove back to Houston, got back to our everyday life, and literally like 2 days later, Raja goes to teach a class at one of our yoga studios, and this guy shows up and he's like, hey, have you ever considered selling your business? And my husband goes, well, as a matter of fact, for the first time ever, 2 days ago, my wife and I, for the first time, talked about even the possibility of selling our business. And he goes, oh, well, by the way, YogaWorks is expanding, and their expansion plan is to acquire successful yoga studios around the country. So to make a long story short, Roger made one phone call. 2 weeks later, we were sitting at the table with the CEO of YogaWorks and the general counsel, and we started negotiating a contract, like a deal of selling our yoga studios. And everything, even though the deal took 10 months, everything went really, really smoothly. And the reason why I'm telling you this story is because this message came to us, to my husband and me, through the vision meditation, through this process that I'm going to teach you and share with you in this course. And as a result, it ended up, in us selling our 7 hugely successful yoga studios, selling our house, our cars, everything, getting rid of all of our belongings and taking off to travel the world for a year. So what I'm saying is, this process that I'm sharing with you is not just some like new agey yoga BS type of kooky stuff. This is real stuff that results in real money, real career, real life partners, real life changes. This process truly is powerful, and it helps you to connect to your heart's desires. Remember, your heart's desires come to you from God, from the divinity, and through this process, you get to create the life of your dreams. And it absolutely takes effort on your part. It doesn't just fall on your lap. You have to develop a meditation practice. You get to create a meditation practice, a quiet time in the day where you get to listen to and connect to that divine guidance. And then also you must deliver and on that message. You must obey whatever that message is. We ended up selling our hugely successful business, 7 yoga studios, that resulted, in financial freedom for us, the means for us to travel the world and have an amazing experience with our children. These were all real life decisions. All of these action, it took inspired action. It's not like we sat on our butts and did nothing. We called YogaWorks, we negotiated the deal, we did everything that we needed to do in this real life. And initially that message came from something bigger than us, and because we obeyed, it happened easily, it happened smoothly, it happened through divine guidance. I truly believe so. So I'm happy to share this knowledge with you. I'm happy to share this practices with you. Remember, happy faith. You want to be in the beautiful dance, the flow of life kind of dance with the happy face God that will always talk to you through your intuition and inner guidance. Your job is to obey that message and deliver on that message. And first of all, be open to receive that message. And all the tools that I share with you in this course are designed to support you, to help you to develop that daily ritual of listening in, opening up to receive that divine guidance, and then deliver on it. Are you excited? Expect a miracle. Get into a state of positive anticipation of all the tools that are yet to come. All right, see you soon.